What's going on, everybody? I have no idea if we're on Facebook Live because I didn't ask DJ if we were doing Facebook Live, so we're probably not doing Facebook Live. So people watch on Facebook Live, I'm sorry, because you're not watching on Facebook Live now. So I don't know why I apologize to you because you can't see it anyway. But yeah, we back for NXT for the week of the 20th, I think it was. Yeah, I don't even know anymore. I don't know, but I did again another pretty good show. I felt like wasn't.
Was that English? I
It,
did that again.
I mean, if you listen to words and understand the English language, you know that was English. But I understand. I understand you don't know the
I
English. I get it.
understand that version of the English language. I mean,
I mean, maybe your ears just need to learn to listen faster. They just not listening fast enough. You need to work on that. Practice. Practice makes perfect. Except if you suck, then practice don't help you a lot with stuff and things. Anyway, let's get into NXT for the 20th. I think it was. I don't know. I don't have a calendar in front of me, so I don't know. I think it was. Pretty sure. Almost positive. Yes, it was. We're going with yes, it was. Anyway, we open it up with Johnny Gargano versus Tino Sabatelli. My boy Tino finally got the match. This match was awesome. You got Tino, Johnny, and Drake all in the same ring. How can you possibly go wrong? I mean, the other dude was out there too. Tino partner. I can never remember his name because he sucks. He bad. He terrible. He's not even that bad. He's just teaming with the greatest of all time. So he's basically the Marty Jannetty of their team. So it's cool. It's cool though. It's cool.
was he?
Definitely like this.
I'm just curious. So you're saying that he going to struggle to not date his daughter?
Yeah, exactly. That's you. This is why we a team because you know exactly what I'm trying to say. Yeah, not at all. That's not even close to what I meant. Not even remotely what I had meant. Anyway, we're talking about this match, not things in the wrestling world that we don't want to talk about because it's weird. Definitely like this match. I like Johnny's slingshot countered by Tino into a power slam. I don't think I've seen anybody actually do that. Reverse Johnny's slingshot, so that was pretty cool. Obviously, Johnny wins. The only thing I'm confused about with this, I don't know where this is going, and I felt like this since the beginning, since they had that backstage the interview with Johnny at the Performance Center when Tino and Riddick Moss came in. I don't know where this is going. Like, there's no clear end to this. I think obviously they're just kind of filling in time until Tommaso comes back, but like you can't just put random matches that are going nowhere. You have to do something there, and I just don't know what they're doing with this. DJ? Speak words, DJ.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say my name. I think it cut out for a second. But anyway, um, so I blame you. But anyway, I thought Savvy looked good, but he lost. I was excited I like Tino Sabatelli from Breaking Ground, especially, and I thought it was a pretty good match. I I kind of wish they put Johnny in. I hate to say this because I do love Tino, but better makeshift feuds until
Yeah.
Tommaso comes back. Just because, like, I feel like Tino right now is just so much of a tag team guy that this doesn't make any sense. Because they're really building up him and Riddick Moss as a team. So I don't know. But it was a pretty good match. It was a pretty good match to be like kind of a jobber match too.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to see more of Tino Sabatelli, and I think I want to see more of him and Riddick Moss as a team. Pushing.
Yeah, I mean, I get what they're doing with having Johnny be that underdog who, that classic babyface who overcomes the odds and everything. But it doesn't make sense what they're doing with this particular storyline here with Riddick Moss and Tino Sabatelli. Like, if they would clear it up, it would be fine. Because I think both of the matches he had with them were good. It's just there needs to be a reason for it, and it feels like there isn't. But anyway, moving on, we had Roddy had a meeting with William Regal. A meeting meaning he just walked into his office, because that's all you got to do to get a meeting with Regal. You just walk into his office. It's really that simple. He gets a match against Drew McIntyre in 2 weeks for the NXT title. So definitely excited for that. That should be a really good match. DJ?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited as well. I kind of, I want to see these guys work together. I don't think I've seen them work together, but I definitely am excited to see this match. It'll be a good match for the NXT Championship, especially considering, it's going to be probably about another probably like 2 months until we get another takeover. So.
I think it's
in the Survivor Series round, I think, which is November, right?
So like a month and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Month and a half, 2 months, yeah. But anyway, yeah, that should be definitely exciting. Then we get Daria Baronato said words about the NXT Women's Championship. She ain't gonna get near that title. Straight up, she didn't. She not. She not. Not even close. Nope. Not. Nope. 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 DJ.
You sure she not even gonna get close though?
Nah, not even a little bit. She gonna put her hair up and square up and get knocked out. So that's
yeah. I don't know what to say about this really. I don't know. Daria's just hard to take seriously, I feel like at times. Probably because she got the stupid generic punches in her. Anyway, I don't know. I just don't. Daria's just hard to take serious right now. I feel like, especially considering we've seen like real like I can beat your butt people in the Mae Young Classic, so it's kind of like, Daria, you kind of suck. Sorry.
and I've said this before. Like, I don't specifically hate Daria Baronato at all. It's just WWE finds like the littlest thing. Like I said before, you could have taken karate for 3 months when you were 16, and WWE will somehow be like, you're a karate expert now, blah blah blah. Like, and then we have legitimate like MMA, fighters, and it's stupid. Give her a different, character, something, because I feel like she's good when she doesn't have to try to be this MMA, quote MMA expert. If you just gave her a different character, I think she'd be fine. I still don't think she's anywhere near ready for a title run or a title shot. So I don't know why they specifically picked her to do a promo on the title. That was weird to me. But moving on. We had Lacey Evans versus Bianca Belair. I definitely like this match. I love the stiffness in the beginning of this match. It was stiff, crisp, no botching. Ain't no botching. But I definitely really like these matches. These two, originally, I wasn't sure about, back when they first came into NXT, even before the Mae Young Classic. But they've really impressed me recently. I still love the kind of heel tactics of Belair and just the toughness of Lacey Evans. But the crack of Bianca Belair's hair whip, bruh, like that. I'm sorry, that has to be like fed in somewhere. There's no way her hair actually makes that no, nope,
You know,
no,
her hair it's real stiff. You know, it's crisp.
nah,
It
that
it
has to
don't be
be
bossy.
said, bruh. No. But Bianca Belair wins. But awesome match. Definitely liked it. DJ.
Yeah, I definitely was excited going into this one as well. Um, like for real though, are we sure Bianca Belair's a rookie? Like, cause we need to deal and stop, cause she too good. Like she just is. I like her a lot. Like you said, that the like just the whipping sound of the hair, just continues to add to her kind of heat. Um, and I mean, I also like Lacey Evans as well. I'm a big fan of Lacey Evans. I like her a lot. Um, I'm like I said, I'm excited for where this women's division is going, just because I feel like they have more depth now. To where I think anytime you have a tournament like that, I think it definitely builds up your division. And it's one of those things where it makes everybody feel a little bit more legit. Like I think before, you know, especially with Asuka as champion, we were kind of like, who's gonna beat Asuka? Who's next? You know, who's even gonna challenge for the title? And now it feels like we have a nice little bit of legitimate contenders.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's good to have the the depth too when you actually use it too. That's one thing that WWE doesn't always do. Even when they have the depth, they sometimes don't use all the talent. And actually, with all the new women coming in that they signed from the Young Classic, part of me kind of wishes they kept Asuka in a little bit longer with the title, because there are some women from the tournament that I think could potentially, be good matches for Asuka and would be believable to take the title from her. Whereas before, there wasn't really, like you said, it was like, who is going to take the title from Asuka? I think if they kept her in NXT a little bit longer to have some of these women come in, there could have possibly been a potential, she could have dropped the title to somebody and had it be believable. And I know we use believable a lot in a fake sport, but still. Um, Next, we have the Aleister Black segment. Aleister Black, finally speaks. This man looks even more badass in a suit. I didn't think it was possible, but he come out in the suit. He looking all badass. The fans were singing his entrance theme. It was great. He talks about how he started his journey here 15 years ago. Then the Velveteen Dream come out, interrupts this man. How you gonna interrupt him? Uh, by this point, I was done. I couldn't take this seriously anymore. Um, I cannot be the only one though, and I know DJ loves Velveteen Dream. I know he does, but I cannot be the only one begging for Alistair to kill him. I was like, please do something, please. He didn't kill him,
Sure.
but he did kick the mic out of his hand and sit down. That was pretty awesome. Um, and then it just got weird because Velveteen Dream got down too in his face, and I was like, this is uncomfortable. Yeah, DJ.
This was awesome. This is the greatest segment I've seen in a long time. Um, First off, Aleister Black can talk, because I didn't know he could talk. Um, but I like it though. I was a fan. Um, I just thought it was weird. He said he had a lot of stuff he wanted to forget, but he said he got it tattooed on him. But I was like, how you forget it when it's on your body forever? Was I the only one that did, to the point where that didn't make sense?
It made all the sense in the world.
Like
It made sense.
Like I like Aleister Black, but like that's like saying I want to forget that my grandma died, but you know what? I'm gonna tattoo her face on my arm with Rip, whatever year it was. Like you gonna wake up and you gonna see it every day. You're not gonna forget it. Come on, Alistair. Um, I just thought that was I felt like he said something wrong in that, and he probably should have corrected it. But anyway,
He didn't.
Velveteen Dream was amazing. He did.
Not.
But anyway, Velveteen Dream came out there and he corrected him. He let him know, the ambiance was right tonight. This man had a long sleeve crop top on, and I was done. I was done. I couldn't deal. Like, but anyway, when he got like in his face, I was like, oh, this man the greatest. I love him so much. Like, I don't know what it is, man. I can't explain it, and it sounds weird. But like from a character standpoint, I don't know. It's just something different, and like I don't know. It's what we've been asking for, and like if we want a good like mind games storyline, this one right here would be really interesting. And my boy PC can talk too. So, well, I should call him Dream. Sorry, Dream. Apologies. He got the promo skills as well. This could be an interesting feud if they go with it, but they'll probably, but they won't. They'll start this feud and then have Alistair kill him, and then he'll be over, and it won't make any sense.
I mean, I think it goes at least until next week because they have that segment with Lio Rush debuting and Velveteen Dream attacking him because he was supposed to face Aleister Black. I think that'll be next week or the week after that.
So maybe, well, it seems like we might. That still extends the Velveteen Dream, Aleister Black feud, because when you think about it, if he attacks Lio Rush, yes, Lio Rush has to come in eventually and say, "Hey, you attacked me. I'm not going to stand for it. I'm going to lay down because you beat me up." Anyway, but still, like he would have to. It's still like, I don't want you to face Aleister Black. I want Aleister Black. So like it still like continues it though.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We got a Dakota Kai promo, baby. Oh, it was so great. I didn't even write anything about what she said. I was just like, oh yeah, it's Dakota Kai.
Oh. you was just glued to the screen. That's all.
Like she could have talked about a cheeseburger, and I would have been like, yeah, girl, yeah, talk about it.
Like, you know what? Cheeseburger sound pretty good right now.
I was like, yeah, let's go get a cheeseburger, girl. Let's do it. DJ, thoughts on the Dakota Kai promo, baby?
I'm definitely excited. Like I said, the Mae Young Classic gives especially NXT's women's division more depth, because I feel like there's not going to be a lot, if any, women's wrestlers that go straight up from I guess straight up from the Mae Young Classic to the main roster. I just don't see it happening. Because of Kairi Sane, who won the tournament, is going to NXT, then why would anybody else even be like worthy of going to the main roster? I guess, unless they did, if they sign her, unless they did Shayna Baszler and put her on the main roster just to do the 4 Horsewomen storyline. But I'm definitely excited though.
I think they are going to sign her and put her on SmackDown Live, from what I heard. But anyway, moving on to No Way Josie versus Lars Sullivan. I heard, and this is just a rumor, I heard that No Way Jose is going to be repackaged to RIP Jose. I don't know if that's confirmed yet, but I think he's going to be Rip Jose. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, let's talk about this match. Jose, he tried. He did. I think he got like 4.5 moves in, maybe. But he did. He did. Yeah, and I love No Way Jose, I do, but I also loved him getting destroyed in this match in a sick way. It was great. It was so great. I don't know what they're doing with this storyline though, because like we all knew Jose was just gonna get killed. Like, what? Why? But yeah, I definitely like Lars Sullivan as a monster heel in NXT. It works. DJ.
Yeah, no way Jose got killed. Hashtag rip. That's literally all.
Okay.
And I knew it.
I
I
wasn't
knew it was gonna happen.
I wasn't sure if you got cut off there, if you were done. Um, so moving on to the main event of the evening, we got Mustache Mountain versus Red Dragon. I'm still gonna call him Red Dragon until they call him CFO, because that other name is stupid. It's stupid. It's dumb. Stop it. Red Dragon,
What's CFO mean?
Kyle Fish O'Reilly. This man.
Oh, sorry. That's the second time I asked that. Well, I thought no, and the only reason I asked is because I thought you meant O'Reilly. They were calling just O'Reilly and Fish CFO. That's why I was like, is there like a weird meaning behind that?
No, the whole faction should be CFO because it's on the shirt, but it's like they're another name. I forgot the other name, but yeah, it's dumb.
Why did they
But
call him Cough?
because that would be stupid.
Shut up.
Anyway, um, definitely a great match. I was excited for this one all week since I saw it on. I think I saw it on Instagram that this was going to be on the show. Um, but love Tyler Bate and Kyle O'Reilly starting off the match. Just a really good match. Definitely a feud I'd love to see continue if it was built right. You know, still it is still a little bit weird for me seeing Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish as heels, just because we're so used to them in like Ring of Honor being faces. I mean, we're used to obviously Adam Cole being a heel, but I feel like Red Dragon was usually faces against heels. So it's still an adjustment for me a little bit, but definitely a good match. Finally, Cole did begin to distract the referee a little bit, so Fish could get a cheap shot on Trent Seven on the outside. Um, this was definitely a good match. This was one of those matches where I didn't really write too much about it, just because I was just into the match, enjoying it, which you know is a good thing. I feel like we always talk about trying to just be fans and just enjoy the show, and I think a match like this definitely kind of helps you do that. But definitely a really good match. Red Dragon wins. We'll get to the stuff after the match after DJ gives his thoughts. DJ.
Yeah, like you said, this is one of those matches you just can sit back and just relax and watch it, and it's worthy of an NXT main event. I definitely enjoyed it. Like you said, I want to see more of a feud between these two teams just because it has all the potential of being really, really, really good. And we haven't seen a lot of Mustache Mountain as a team in WWE yet, so I think that gives even more kind of that gives the UK roster something else other to do other than go after the title too. So like I think I'm definitely excited to see more of this. I'm loving the CFO storyline though. Like I'm really liking it a lot. I like Adam Cole's involvement as well. Like I like kind of the strength in numbers type thing. Well, until the end of the show. But definitely a good match. Definitely one I want to go back and watch again. And it kind of once again, I know it feels like I've said this a lot, but it shows more depth even in the tag team division too.
Yeah, definitely. So after the match, Drew McIntyre's music hits and he comes out to the ring, but right before he gets into the ring, CFO, they bail and run away. Then behind them, Sanity shows up and a brawl begins, but Kyle Fish and O'Reilly escape again. So definitely, I feel like they're building this up really good with multiple teams, which WWE doesn't do very well. Um, but and I feel like unlike on the main roster, and we've talked about this with the Usos and the New Day, where we get the Usos and the New Day every single week. I feel like they haven't done this with these teams. We haven't necessarily seen Kyle Fish and O'Reilly versus Sanity every single week, or versus uh, you know Mustache Mountain every week. We haven't seen the same thing every week. They've
Yeah, I mean, you can even go back to when they did like one that lasted for a long time, which was like the Revival versus DIY, right?
yeah
Like we didn't see them we didn't see them go against each other every week, and if they did, it wasn't just a match. You had the Revival running into DIY's matches, or you had the Revival cutting a promo on DIY. Like that's kind of what's missing. I feel like on the main roster is like you don't ever see. All you see is just the matches. You don't ever see the other stuff that builds up the feud too.
yeah, and I think stuff like that helps make long feuds tolerable. Like we said, when you just see the same match every week, week after week, you get to the final payoff at the pay-per-view or whatever, and it's like, okay, what more can they do that we haven't already seen? But when you stretch it out like that, where you don't necessarily have a match every week, you have maybe a segment here or a run in here, it still builds up to where you have exciting spots in the, big blow up at the takeover or whatever that you haven't necessarily seen before. So definitely, I like what they're doing with this on NXT. Definitely excited to see kind of where this goes from here with the tag team division, um, and then even with the women's division too, to see kind of who ends up, even though we already know who's going to end up being NXT Women's Champion. Kind of excited to see how they do it. Also, I like that it's with this tag team feud here. It's not necessarily for the title too. That's one thing that we complain about all the time. There's no storylines outside of the title. It's always just the title storyline, especially on the main roster. So that's definitely, a good thing that we're getting storylines that aren't necessarily having to do with the titles. Um, but anyway, that was your NXT review for 9/20/17. Definitely excited for next week. Tomorrow, which is Saturday, we will be having the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, episode 7. We're going to try to do it tonight, but we were really busy. So we're going to do that tomorrow, probably tomorrow night. And then we got No Mercy is Sunday, I believe. Yeah. So we'll do that. And then NXT Wednesday, TNA, GFW, Out Championship Wrestling, whatever it's called anymore. I don't know. Thursday. And episode 8 on Friday. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. So stay tuned. We also maybe we'll be doing some discussion videos. I know we've been talking about doing some more discussion videos. We just haven't had the time to do it. So maybe we'll try to get the time to do that. Maybe on a day where we don't necessarily have something to do. But until then, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like it, all that stuff. Also follow us on Twitter at ICW_podcast, and we will see you on the flippity dippity. Oh yeah.